Hey, I need to bring anything that we bring for Saturday.
Yeah, I think we're good. Sure? We're good, yeah.
Mrs. Bell, where's that cowbell? I got 3 of them.
Sam's gonna need beer.
I thought you were coming.
Well, you don't drink beer from 12 to 2. Is that the only 2 hours you don't drink? Keep your side in. I've been around you from 12 to 2, and I've seen you, Bill, honestly. I think that's the worst time I ever been with you.
Hey, gotcha.
12 to 2 is just wrong, is that it? Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.
Anyway.
Take a left, first right, left, right behind the field goal.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hargaden Field at Loyola Blakefield for today's varsity football game between the Dons of Loyola Blakefield and the Black Knights of the Avalon School. Before today's game, we would like to introduce the seniors for the Loyola football program. Captain number 2, Justin McCoy. Captain number 87, Evan Boozer. Captain number 3, Jack Gelati. Number 5, Matt Bell. Number 20, Carl Price. Number 21, Jason Diodario. Number 33, Taylor Randolph. Number 44, Will Mygatter. Number 56, Joe Tartaglia. Number 63, Zach Bollinger. Number 64, John Lynn. Number 73, Malachi Brown. And one of the managers, Felucci Akaronquo.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to Hargaden Field. It is senior day here, and I'm joined by Connor Mamoni. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. This is Donald Irwin here on the mic, and we've got senior day. And we have about 10 seniors for Loyola Dons, and not too promising of a season so far. This is the last game. They've gone 1-7 so far this year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if they can't pull out a win here. Well, it certainly wouldn't mean too much for their record or their postseason hopes. It would certainly be a statement, and it'd be great for the seniors to go out on top.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And Loyola Dons are set to receive the ball here. We have the very explosive Justin McCoy, the senior, sitting at about the 8-yard line. And as the Avalon Black Knights prepare to kick off, Loyola really needs to make an impact on their first drive. Over their last few games, they really have stalled in the first and second quarter.
Yes, and they really need to abandon the triple option play. Ooh.
I don't know if abandoning it would be the most correct thing right now because they've been running it all season, but they certainly need to mix up their play calling. Early in the game, they haven't had much success, maybe mixing in a few play-action plays. Run Matt Bell, a very explosive wide receiver deep.
Yes, as the onside kick attempt goes out of bounds. Oh, thanks.
And out comes Loyola's offense, led by junior quarterback Jeffrey Snyder. And they're going to start out the way they always do with the triple option. Man in motion, Snyder under center. It's going to be a handoff. And it is blown up there. And that's what you got to avoid if you're Loyola. They got to get push off with their offensive line on the trenches, or plays like that are going to happen the entire game.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I feel like that's a big part of why they've had so many struggles this year.
It's going to be second
and 14.
Snyder will keep it himself. Nowhere to go there, getting about 2 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and long. And we've seen this before, these 3rd and long situations early in the game.
And it'll be 3rd and 14.
One thing I'd really like to see Loyola do in their final game before the Turkey Bowl, obviously, this year, is to work Matt Bell a little bit more. Senior wide receiver almost always has a height advantage on the outside, and it can certainly be of good use here, as it will be a reverse here. That'll be Jordan Moore, and that will be blown up in the backfield, and on will be Loyola's punt team. So, Connor, there we saw 3 run plays, all pretty disastrous.
Yes.
And now they're going to punt it to Avalon.
Yes.
And freshman Jordan Moore is on to punt it away. We saw a couple weeks ago he was able to keep it for a fake of about 50 yards down the field. And it's really nice to have that dual threat player punting the ball for you. Moore will kick it away. It's a low kick. Favorable bounce for Loyola, and will be out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
So yeah, pretty good field position for Avalon.
So on will come Avalon's offense and, of course, Loyola's defense. And one of the star players that has been for many years here for Loyola has been defensive end Evan Boozer.
Yes. Long family history at Loyola with Boozer.
His ability to rush the passer as well as blow up plays on the inside run plays has really been a nice presence down there for Loyola.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a run play here, trying to bounce it to the outside, nowhere to go.
And that'll be a loss of a couple.
I'm going to have to apologize, though, folks. We do not actually have an Avalon roster. We were unable to get our hands on one. So we will be referring to players by their number for the most part today.
So just like Loyola, they start out with a run for a loss of 4.
Man in motion. We have another run play
Another
here,
run
and there you
play.
see Evan Boozer, Connor.
Yep. Doing what he does best.
Yeah. They try to run it away from Boozer, and that speed is really come in handy. He was able to track down the runner on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Third and long here. 4 wide receiver set. He'll take the snap.
Here
There's
comes
Boozer.
again.
Short throw.
Long pass and broken up by Jordan Moore.
That was a great play there by Moore. He was able to put himself in the perfect position to make the play on the ball, and Boozer gave a quarterback about 3/4 of a second to unleash that ball. And Avalon will give it right back to Loyola.
Yep. There's a flag down on the field.
And the refs congregating here to discuss the call. And there is no flag.
Oh.
Official signaling the play on here. And a very poor kick.
That punt's going to go backwards.
And that'll be about a
0-yard punt.
yeah, about a -6-yard punt from the line of scrimmage. And that's one of the more interesting plays I've seen here at Hargaden Field.
So great field position for Loyola. They get the ball at around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's certainly good field positioning.
Yes.
Couldn't really ask for better
Yep.
field positioning.
Yeah, but they really got to capitalize here, though.
Absolutely. If you're Loyola here, you want to come away with some amount of points.
I mean, you always want to come away with points, but definitely here.
Oh, yeah. This is a golden opportunity here for the Dons.
And they're lined up in the triple option again.
Snyder looking to
Snyder's
throw.
dropped back to pass, and he is sacked.
Yeah, and Connor, that really could very well may be why Loyola is unable to throw the ball this year. Maybe Snyder just
Yeah.
doesn't have enough time to drop back and progress through his reads.
Yeah, like right there, almost immediately, he was pressured.
Second about 18 here. Snyder under center. He'll take the snap. He's going to roll out to
he's
his
gonna pass
left.
again. Short pass intended for Mason Rush, but well over his head for incomplete pass, and that brings up 3rd and 16.
It was a pretty well-designed play. It's just it's a pretty difficult throw to make, especially when you're rolling out to your left as a righty quarterback, because you have to throw across your body. And that'll bring up 3rd and long here.
Yeah. That's a direct snap to Jordan Moore.
Yeah,
That
and
play also gets nowhere.
Connor, we talked about squandering a golden opportunity here, and I wouldn't. And they pushed it back to about the 35-yard line. They started on about the 25-yard line, if not closer to the 20.
Looks like they might be. No.
Yeah, it looked like a field goal team
Yeah,
was
it
caught
looked
out
like
there
either
at first.
field goal team or they were just going to go for it. But
Yeah. Well, it appears that Jordan Moore's staying on the
Yes.
punt for the Dons.
this will be his second punt of the first quarter.
All right, and I already see more of a defensive style of game brewing here.
Yes. A low snap, and he's going to take off with it.
Moore's going to keep it himself. Moore cutting up field.
And he's got a first down.
Oh,
Oh, no.
it's going to be very close.
Yes.
And I mentioned before that play has been run by Loyola previously. But it appears that the down marker was so far away that they're going to give the ball to Avalon. I do like the aggressive play call there, though.
Yeah. And probably a better idea from there to risk a punt return touchdown and give them the ball inside the 20.
Right, and they're giving Avalon pretty poor field positioning to start off their second drive of the
Yes.
game.
That'll
It'll be a screen
quick
pass out to the
screen.
outside.
Jordan Moore is first there to wrap him up.
Yeah, overall was good blocking. The pass was a little late there. Otherwise, he might have found a seam and took that one.
That'll be 2nd and 5. It's
Be a handoff here.
Just
Evan
blown
Boozer.
up by Evan Boozer.
And he's certainly made his presence known so far in this one. Already 2 tackles in the backfield.
It'll definitely be interesting not seeing Evan Boozer out on the field in the next few years to come.
Yep, the senior is committed to Temple to play football. And an empty formation here. Quarterback looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and he's going to run it. Nice move there, but nowhere to go. Pressured once again by Evan Boozer. And coming up to make the tackle is Jack Gigliotti. And Avalon's going to punt it away.
Yeah, it's another 3-and-out situation here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, but I don't think we've seen a first down in this game.
We have not.
And it's been 4 drives total. Loyola's set to get up for their 3rd drive.
Yep. Maybe their punter can get a better punt this time.
Yeah, if you're an Avalon fan, you'd certainly hope so. The punt's underway.
Much better punt this time.
It's going to take an Avalon bounce, and it's going to be down at about the 37-yard line. We have about 5:10 remaining in the quarter. This will be the 5th drive total between these offenses. Loyola's 3rd. And you really like to see some production here. They really haven't been able to get anything going.
Yeah. I mean, triple option has not really worked yet so far. Obviously, as we've seen, the offensive line hasn't really done a great job protecting Jeffrey Snyder. So, if you're Loyola, what do you do?
It's going to be a 3-wide receiver set this time. Snyder under center. He's going to motion Jordan Moore. It's going to be a handoff to Jordan Moore.
He's got
Jordan
a big
Moore
lane
might
to
have
run.
the edge here.
And that might be a first down.
Yeah, but one thing that's really important for Loyola to do is get it in their playmakers' hands. You have explosive players like Jordan Moore and Matt Bell.
Yes.
You really have to get the ball in their hands and give them opportunities to make big plays.
And it looks like they're going to give him 2nd and 1. So could we see our first down here?
Snyder under center. Man in motion. He'll take the snap. It'll be a handoff here.
And a big run here for, oh, he's still going. It's Taylor Randolph.
Yep. And Taylor Randolph is not the biggest guy, but he certainly hits the hole hard. And once he gets to the second level, he can definitely make defensive backs miss.
Looks like there is an injured Avalon player, but seems to be getting up on his own power.
Yeah, it looks to be a left arm injury up by the bicep. And everything appears to be okay. Hopefully just a stinger there.
Yep.
And Randolph has picked up the first down of the game altogether. And Snyder will be under center for the 1st and 10. The handoff here to Randolph again.
Another.
Nice haul. Randolph in the secondary.
And that looks like another first down for Loyola.
And Connor, there you see something we really haven't seen much this year, and that offensive line really created a nice gap for Randolph to
Yes.
run through on the right side.
Yes. maybe this is the key for success in this game. Just keep feeding the ball to Randolph.
Right, it looks like Avalon is stacking about 9 in the box here.
They're
Randolph will
expecting
go for
another
a third
run.
time.
Oh yeah, stiff arm. And he picks up about 2 or 3 yards on that play.
And after 3 straight carries from Randolph, he will check out. And in comes Adrian Russell, the freshman.
Yeah, something I've noticed about the team this year is that there is a very large number of freshmen on the team, which is sort of unusual.
It's going to be a run here.
And it will be Adrian Russell.
Hard running there from Russell, lowering his shoulder and
get-
picking up the extra 2 to 3 yards.
He gets down around near the 20, but that looks like it will bring up. Oh no, that's a first down.
Yeah, like you said, it is unusual to have so many freshmen, but it's also a pretty good sign here, having so many
Yes.
freshmen making an impact in
And
their
with the-
first season at
And
Loyola.
with the JV team going 8-1 and beating Calvert Hall, so I guess it's only good things to come then. Another pretty good run for Russell.
Yeah, and that's good to see. 5 straight run plays from Loyola, all amounting for positive yards.
And
And it's
that
going to
is
be a
timeout
timeout.
for Avalon.
Yeah, and we're going to take a short break from Connor Mamoni. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back for the short timeout. Jordan Moore's under center. And he will keep it himself here. And not too much room. And that'll bring up 3rd and short here for the Dons.
So we got 3rd and 4. Here's that Jordan Moore did not gain anything on the play. Another snap to Moore, and he takes it himself again,
Touchdown.
and that'll be a touchdown.
And about that 8 or 9 yard scramble from Jordan Moore will put the Dons on the board here late in the first quarter. And the way Loyola's defense has been playing so far, having the lead is pretty crucial.
Yes. And it looks like Jason Diodario, the walk-on, is on for the kick.
Yep, Diodario actually played on Loyola's varsity soccer team. Had part-time duties with the football team as a place kicker.
Inside of the hold,
Yeah, it looks like the guy on the
number 11 for Avalon.
far left, he jumped too early, looking for the block there.
So that'll give Loyola 5 yards. So that'll make it, or just a re-kick.
Will make the job a little bit easier
Yep.
for Diodario.
It looked like that may have been blocked.
Yep, it was a pretty short kick. You have to get a little bit more air under it, especially on those PATs where the we're so close to the post. So the score will be 6-0 here, and Loyola will be set to kick it off to Avalon.
And we'll see if Loyola's going to do what Avalon did at the start of the game and try to go for a onside kick attempt.
I don't know if I'd risk that. The defense has played very well so far for Loyola, and I would just put your faith in them and try to give Avalon as bad field positioning as possible.
Yep.
I don't know if you really want to risk giving it to them at around the 45-yard line here.
It looks like junior Caleb Sanders is on for the kick. Another thing that's sort of unusual is that I've noticed is Loyola has a lot of kickers and punters.
Yeah, they certainly have alternated this year.
As we've already seen 3 of them in this game. Looks like a little squib kick, and one of the up men for Avalon grabs it.
Yeah, he's running horizontally, looking for the edge. He might have it here.
And Mason Rush pushes him out at around the 35, 40-yard line of Loyola.
Right.
So again, good field position for Avalon.
Right. I think if you're Caleb Sanders there, you got to be careful on the future kickoffs. You don't want to kick it right to a guy so far up the field, already at about the 35-yard line, as he'll be able to turn that into a big play.
Mm-hmm. The ball will be placed on the 36-yard line.
We haven't seen Avalon's quarterbacks so far under center. They've been running out of the gun mostly. So it will be a handoff here. Good tackle there from Zach Bollinger. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes. It looks like a gain of about 2 yards there.
Yeah, and even if Boozer didn't make the tackle, you still saw his presence. They were looking to bounce it to the outside, and Boozer just sealed the edge on him, forcing him back into Bollinger's clutches on the inside. Same play here.
Handoff.
And a gain of about 2. And that'll bring up 3rd and about 5 for Avalon at the 31-yard line.
And the ball appears to have come out, but it looks like Avalon's halfback was down before it came out. So they will keep the ball here, but it'll bring up 3rd down.
Four wide receivers set for Avalon. That'll be a screenplay out to the outside. Makes a man miss, and Jordan Moore's there to clean it up.
It looks like that'll be well past 1st down.
Yeah, and we saw that play run earlier to very limited success, but if the blocks are able to hold and man-to-man coverage on the outside.
So they'll have the ball on the 16-yard line, and they're now in the red zone. So Loyola's defense has to be very careful here.
They're running a gun bunch formation here. Has 3 wide receivers set up right on off the left tackle.
It'll be another pass.
That might be a fumble. And it is a fumble.
And Boozer picks it up.
No, Boozer did not have possession of the ball, but you got to be careful with those screen passes. That ball was thrown back.
And a little too high. But
Yep.
that will be...
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a loss of a
It's gonna be a loss
substantial amount. Yeah.
almost 10 yards, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, I think it is about 10 yards. And from what I've seen from Avalon's formations, it does appear that they're a passing team running 4 wide almost every play this game, if not every play this game. And now they're in a 5 wide. Man of motion. And it's going to be a handoff.
A good move there. But the tackle's made by sophomore Kevon Anderson.
Yeah, that was a really nice job from Anderson there, the nose tackle, to push down the line and make the tackle.
That'll bring up 3rd and 20. And they're going
drop back. Oh, nice find there.
into completion, but does not appear that he's going to be that close to a first. So presumably here the field goal team will come on.
I don't know if Avalon's going to run another play here. About 6 seconds left in the quarter.
And it appears that they're just going to...
Yep, and with the
out
end
the
of the
clock.
first, we're going to take a short break. From Connor Mamoni, I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back for the second. Welcome back here to the start of the second quarter. The score is 6-0. Dons lead it. Got a big play here deep in Loyola's red zone. 4th and 3 from the 9-yard line. It appears
Avalon.
first down markers are at the 6.
Yes, Avalon appears that they're going to go for it here. It'll be a pass.
Touchdown, Avalon. Appears that the lengthy wide receiver stationed in the slot just ran a simple seam route, and it was a beautifully placed throw.
And we are all knotted up here at 6. Let's see if Avalon's kicker fares better with the field goal.
And number 7 for Avalon has 2 big completions there on that drive. About a 20-yard pass up the middle, beautifully thrown ball to make it 4th and short. And then the obviously, as you just saw, the touchdown. And it looks like they're going to do something here. It looks like the offensive line's lined up to the left.
Looks like they might call motion here, though. I've seen this type of thing before. Oh, they're gonna fake it,
And
they might get it here.
yeah, I certainly have not seen that one before, Connor.
Yes.
A lateral out to the left side of the field, running laterally across the field and scoring on the right pylon.
I don't think that was a lateral. I think that was a snap.
Yeah, I might have missed it, but
So Avalon now leads 8-6 on a very unconventional 2-point conversion.
so after 2 very unproductive drives for either team, they're able to turn their third drives into a touchdown. And 4 seconds into the second quarter, the score is 6-8. Avalon leads the Dons. And back is explosive senior Justin McCoy, certainly capable of taking any kick or punt to the house.
Yes, but they got to watch here, especially the up men, to see if they're gonna kick it short again and hope to recover it.
And Avalon finally ready to kick this one away. And it's going to be an
very short
onside kick. Poorly executed onside.
It's not going to go 10 yards.
Yep, that went about 6. And Loyola will have it on the 46-yard line of Avalon here. And it seems that Avalon's just not interested in kicking the ball off deep at all.
Yes, that could very well play advantage to Loyola if they can keep stopping those onside kicks from being recovered by Avalon.
A 3 wide receiver set here.
And Snyder is back in at quarterback too, so.
Yeah, we did see a short series there from Jordan Moore last drive. As Snyder will line up under center. It'll be a
Takes a
handoff here
snap.
to Randolph.
And Randolph looks like he might get around the edge for about a gain of 2 yards or so.
About 2 or 3 there. Randolph has certainly been the workhorse so far in this game, with a nice change of pace coming from Adrian Russell, the freshman. And Loyola's pretty content with taking this one slow here. Their pace of play has been slow all year, as is pretty typical for a triple option offense. Man under center, man in motion. And it'll be a toss play.
Pitch out to Mason Rush. And he's got a big hole. And he'll go down inside the 15.
And there's almost every play Snyder's getting the play call directly from the coordinator there for Loyola and coming back into the huddle.
That'll be about a 32-yard gain for Rush.
Absolutely. And Loyola's obviously, with their defense, playing pretty well. Is content to milk the clock a little bit. Give their defense a rest, as it will be a handoff to Randolph up the middle for a gain of about 2. And there we've seen this pretty regularly every game. Evan Boozer has checked in for Loyola Blakefield, most likely at the tight end position for a more blocking ability there. Yep, Loyola
got it
is
exactly right.
Yep, he's loading. They're loading up the right side here. And there was a whistle for a second, but the ref signal play on here. Snyder under center, man in motion, and it is going to be a
hands it off
handoff.
to Randall again, or Randolph.
Yeah, when Boozer's in the game, it's pretty easily predictable. They usually like to run off of the tight end there. It'll be about 3rd and 5 here for Loyola. About the 6-7 yard line. And Snyder will line up under center. Matt Bell out to the right. Wouldn't be surprised if they threw the ball to him. And they're going to throw it to Bell.
And caught by Matt Bell. But there is a flag on the play. And this one might be coming back.
That could be an offensive pass interference. It could go either way, really. I think it was pretty clean altogether there from Bell. And
it
Bell's
will be a
clapping.
touchdown.
Yup, it's good. Looks like it was defensive there. And
Avalon's
Bell.
player is obviously a little bit angry at that call, but
nah, if anything, it was on the defense. I don't think Bell made any legal play there, but he reminds me of more of a Calvin Johnson, A.J. Green-esque wide receiver capable of going into the fade routes and just snagging the ball away from the defender. And it might come to the point a few years ago where the NFL teams just started putting 2 guys on Calvin Johnson on the goal line because he was such a presence down there in the red zone, much like Matt Bell.
And now we'll see freshman Luke Wason on for the kick. So this looks like it might be Loyola's 4th different kicker of this game.
Right, we've seen Jordan Moore punt it.
We've seen Caleb Sanders and Jason Diodario on a kick.
Now it's Luke Wason.
And that one is good.
Yeah, that looked really good there from Wason. Scores 14-8. Loyola leads it, and we're going to take a short break from Con Ramone. I'm Donald Irwin. And welcome back, Hargaden Field. Scores 13-8, 9:11 remaining in the half. And Luke Wason set to kick it off.
All the way up at the 45-yard line due to the pass interference by Avalon. So he might have to be careful to not kick it into the end zone for a touchback.
And he's going to boot it.
Very good kick. And that will be a touchback. So Avalon will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Wason's been the most successful kicker so far for Loyola.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep him in for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, and him being only a freshman, that's certainly good news for the future.
Yes.
And out comes Avalon's offense. Other than one drive, they've been pretty stagnant. It's going to be a 4 wide receiver set. Quarterback for Avalon in the gun. It's going to be a handoff. Reverse. Flea flicker.
Not a very good pass though. And it's dropped.
And that has to be one of the worst calls I've ever seen personally. The wide receiver had the ball in his hands initially. He had his feet in. He bobbled the ball, lost possession. At that time, he was out of bounds. But then again, can't blame the ref. He didn't have that good of an angle.
Yes, we definitely had a better angle than he did on that one.
So after that, it'll be a first down for Avalon. Setting up a screen here. And Gigliotti missing a tackle. But he's ultimately brought down for about a 2-yard gain there. And good job from Gigliotti, even though he missed the tackle, to blow it up in the backfield.
Kevon Anderson definitely getting pressure on the quarterback helped that cause.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for Avalon. And Jordan Moore with the interception.
He's got blockers. And he's all the way inside the 15.
Yep, that one's on the quarterback. They ran a nice fake screen. They ran a seam route. And
throw was a little too high.
Too high right into the hands of Jordan Moore. And Loyola has a chance to capitalize here, make this a 2-possession game.
Jordan Moore's really been everywhere this game, it seems.
Right, we've seen him run for a touchdown, and now he has a interception with a pretty healthy return as well.
We've seen him on the punt team, too, with the fake punt.
And out comes Loyola, and there you see Matt Bell, one-on-one coverage on the outside here. Snyder will take the snap. They're throwing the bell again. Fade route.
That'll be over his head.
Yeah, it was pretty good coverage there. The corner for Avalon was able to hold up Matt Bell. Completely legal play. Within the first 5 yards, of course, corners are allowed to make any contact they wish with the wide receiver that doesn't resemble blatant holding. And there you see Boozers once again checked in for Loyola. And if Avalon's going to consistently give Loyola this look with Matt Bell, I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to him.
That's exactly what they're going to do here.
So this time a slant route. And Bell fighting in the ends of, no, just short.
And just about the 1 or 2 yard line there.
Yeah, it was a nice connection there.
But it will be a first down and goal now, though.
Absolutely, and if they're just going to let if Avalon's just going to let Loyola have that one-on-one matchup while they stack 10 in the box, they're going to be content to use Matt Bell for most of this game. Snyder under center. He'll try to quarterback sneak.
And he has it.
Touchdown Loyola. And that was Jeffrey Snyder on the quarterback keep. And on will come Luke Wason to attempt the extra point here for Loyola.
And they need to be careful here because the past couple of times it's been very close to blocked.
And there's a flag down on the play.
And that looks like it'll probably be a false start on Loyola here.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be anything but that, but it is possible that Avalon lined up in front of the long snapper and caused him to bobble that snap.
Yes, false start. So that'll back him up 5 yards. Gonna make it about 25-yard try.
Yeah, I'd say roughly 25.
So definitely not a gimme here. That's another flag. And this one appears to be on Avalon, so that'll put the ball right back at the 10-yard line. So let's see, can they get the kickoff here?
I'd certainly hope so. After a false start and then an encroachment penalty. Puts Wason right back.
And it's good.
And the score is Don's 20, Avalon 8 from Connor Ramone. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back. And Wason is set to kick it off to Avalon. And it's going to be a nice squib kick here, fielded and down by Avalon at the 40-yard line.
So yet again, good field position. Looks almost like Loyola is a bit scared to kick it off to Avalon here.
Yeah, I mean, the way your defense is playing, I don't think it'd be a good decision to maybe give up the big play on the kick return.
Yeah.
Pretty good field position for Avalon to start off their, I believe, 4th or 5th drive of the game. I believe it's the 5th drive of the game. And we have a different look to start from Avalon. Number 99, who has been their quarterback for much of the game, is now lined up in the slot. And 4 wide receivers set.
And it'll be a handoff.
Quarterback draw here, or quarterback keep, my bad. And nowhere to go. Gigliotti
And
and
that'll be a
McCoy.
loss of 5 there, it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like a read option there for the quarterback. Nowhere to go there. And Avalon's really done a poor job in this game getting positive yardage on first down. And dropping back to pass. 3-man rush. No, it's a setup screen here.
And he just dropped the ball.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty well-designed play. Loyola was dropped back in a pretty intense zone there with only 3 rushing, so I don't know how far it would have gotten, but it was certainly a nice play call there from Avalon.
And pretty lucky there if you're Loyola.
Third and about 14 on the play. Drop back, looking to throw across the middle. He's got a man. Caught and hit hard by Matt Bell there for the first down.
Yes, just enough there for first.
And number 7 for Avalon has really been productive in the receiving game, coming out of the slot. He's caught 2 big third down conversions here for Avalon so far, as well as their only points. And offsides here, I believe. Maybe it was a false start. No, it is offsides.
That will be offsides.
Signaling offsides on the offense.
Now you can see Bennett Trorig appears to be limping off the field a little bit, so
it'll be 1st and 15 here for Avalon. Loyola opting to drop back 8 in most of these situations. And it's going to be a
another
screen play.
pass.
And we've seen that play work about once out of 4 attempts here in this game.
Yeah, at what point do you just really say you got to abandon it?
I mean, they've had really the only success they've had on offense so far is throwing it down the field to their big target, number 7. And Avalon's going to call a timeout and talk things over. So from Connor Mamoni, I'm Donovan Irwin. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back here after the short timeout. 6 minutes even remaining in the half. Score is 20-8. Dons lead Avalon.
It'll be 2nd and 23. But it seems like every time Avalon puts themselves in these long yardage situations, they have a very tough time getting out of them. And that pass, much too low for
a man
number
open there on
15.
about the 7-yard hitch route. The ball was in the dirt, however.
So it'll be 3rd and very, very long here.
So, yeah, it will be 3rd and long here. 3rd and about 25, I'd say. And it's going to be a 4 wide receiver set. Avalon set up in the pistol. Play action. It's going to be a screen pass out to the right. Looking for a seam here. And out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. A solid chunk of yardage, but nowhere near the first down marker. And decision time here for Avalon's coaches. And Avalon, both their bench and their fan base, is calling for a late hit there. But the refs did not see enough there to throw the flag. And it will bring
They're
up
going to
4th
try
down.
and go for it here.
Yep, they're down 2 scores here.
And their decision to punt it last time ended up in a disaster. As that one falls incomplete, and it'll be turned over on downs to Loyola.
Yeah, it looked like the seam route was open there. The slot receiver ran a pretty nice route. He was just didn't look that short into his route.
Yeah, it looked like it was just sort of a miscommunication between the quarterback and his receiver. We're just under 5 minutes left in the half here.
So here we see Jordan Moore, the freshman, taking over quarterback duties for this drive. And he'll line up in the gun. He got 2 running backs and a 2 wide receiver set.
Justin McCoy and Matt Bell, both in the backfield. And Jordan Moore there on the keeper picks up about 5. So Loyola's running game today is looking pretty good.
Absolutely, and on all 3 snaps we've seen Jordan Moore take at quarterback have been quarterback draws.
All for positive yardage.
Absolutely, it's certainly a nice change of pace at quarterback for Loyola.
And Moore is remains in the game here.
And Jordan Moore getting his own right guard and right tackle there with the hard count. And that'll back him up 5 yards. So
looks like
second and about 13 here.
And it looks like Loyola coaches are going to give Jordan Moore a decent look here at quarterback as he steps back to pass.
He's got speed. He has the edge as well. Moore ran out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
So a good run there for Moore, and that'll be a first down for Ladons.
And we haven't really seen Moore throw the ball much this year, but if he has any arm at all, he's certainly going to turn into something special for Loyola. The ability just to take off from from the pocket and just turn that into 15 yards is a very, very valuable skill.
Yes, and having that dual threat is very hard to come by.
Yeah, like you said, Connor, it appears that the coaching staff of Loyola is giving Jordan Moore this entire drive to work.
And he's taking off again.
Good patience there from Jordan Moore. Nothing there initially, but he was able to ride his blocker out there and cut it upfield for a gain of about 4 on the play.
Second and 5 here.
About 3:14 and counting remaining in this first half. Quarterback snap.
Another run for Jordan Moore.
The Moore's really done an incredible job on this drive here.
That'll be another first down for the Dons too, as we approach 3 minutes left in the half.
Appears that unlike Snyder, the coaches like
Moore to
running
throw.
Jordan Moore out in the. Oh, that was interference.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if that ball was quite catchable, but he did shove him in the back, the receiver being McCoy, and that should be a pass interference on Avalon. And the refs are congregating to decide on a call here in the exact spot of the ball, I'd assume. But it's pass interference on the defense here. And it looks like it's going to be first down and just outside of goal here for Loyola.
And Evan Boozer yet again in at tight end here, so.
Yeah, looks like they're going to try to run Randolph off that side. Yep, there it is. Randolph with a hole up the middle for a gain of about 6, and that'll bring up second down for Loyola. So it'll be second down. Ball on about the 7-yard line of Avalon. Jordan Moore's in the game at quarterback under center. And there you see Avalon putting 2 guys out there designated for Matt Bell. And there was a pre-snap penalty. We are awaiting the call. And it's going to be a false start here on Loyola. And that will back them up. And it'll be a second and about 12 here from the 13-yard line. And there you see Connor, Matt Bell, 2 defensive backs devoted to him. This will be a fake pitch here. Moore looking to run. He might have the edge here. No, he's looking to throw.
And that'll be a catch for Boozer.
And this man can do it all here. Evan Boozer,
Yes.
nice crossing route off the middle from the left tight end spot, getting open for Jordan Moore, who made time with his legs.
Very surprised, though, that they didn't call a hold there on Loyola. It looked to me that one of Loyola's linemen spun one of Avalon's linemen directly to the ground. But as it stands now, it's 3rd and goal from the 1, so
Keep
they
it from
just
Jordan
sneak
Moore.
it in, and he's in.
Touchdown Loyola, the second quarterback sneak that resulted in a touchdown. First time Snyder, now it's Jordan Moore. And Jordan Moore has executed a near perfect drive here for the Dons.
Yes, and if they want to beat Calvert Hall in a Turkey Bowl, that's what they're going to need to do every time. There's only about a minute to go in the half, so you wonder if Avalon's going to try and score anything at all? Or
I do believe that they have the offensive capability to do so.
yes.
And we will talk about that when we come back. From Connor Mamoni, I'm Donald Irwin. And Wason set to kick it off. It's going to be a squib kick.
Very favorable bounce there to Loyola.
Yeah, nice job there from Wason, being able to execute that and give the Black Knights pretty poor field position with only 1:03 remaining. But keep in mind that the clock does stop at a first down here at the high school level. So if they're able to string together a few of those and get back to the line of scrimmage quickly, they could turn this into something.
Yeah, it's only 1:03 left, and if you don't score here for Avalon, you've got definitely a lot of work to do in the second half, as you're down 3 possessions.
And this is a Loyola offense that we have not seen this productive at all this year. And they've put up a pretty stellar amount of 27 points.
And this will be, it appears, a pass.
And Evan Boozer there coming behind the quarterback of Avalon and
Yes,
making the tackle.
gets flipped right over him. That's a new one.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but Boozer made the tackle.
And no huddle here for Avalon. Very lucky to get that snap off.
Intercepted by McCoy at the 40-yard line.
And McCoy can fly.
Across the 50, McCoy looking for blockers. And McCoy will take it out to the 36-yard line. And a foul
A
late,
late hit.
pushing McCoy out of bounds. That'll tackle in 15. Loyola's going to have it in the red zone here, if not close to it, with 22 seconds remaining in the half. And that was a seam route. Avalon's Quarterback was looking down the seam for a wide receiver, overthrew him, and McCoy was right there on the outside to turn the interception to a gain of about 30 yards for Loyola. And we've certainly seen Loyola's defense play incredible, as well as their offense, and all-around stellar effort in the first half.
See if they can keep it up for half number 2 here. Coming up in just over 20 seconds. And it looks like Jeff Snyder is back in at quarterback, so maybe expect a couple deep passes here.
Yeah, it'd certainly be interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if they took a deep shot to Matt Bell in the end zone. And it appears that Loyola's coaches are going to want to be alternating drives here between Snyder and Jordan Moore.
Yes.
Seeing what each of them have to offer. But there you see Jordan Moore, the all-around threat that he is. He's playing wide receiver in the slot for Loyola right now.
So has he played 5 positions now in this game?
Oh, close to it. And it's going to be McCoy. McCoy on the slant. Pretty tight coverage there.
Good throw, though, by Snyder.
Yeah, just unable to make the grab. But well-run route there for Justin McCoy. 17 seconds remaining in the game, or in the half, rather.
And keep in mind, Loyola still does have all 3 of their timeouts, so...
Oh, yeah, anything over the middle here is certainly a viable play call. Snyder will take the snap, play action. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire it. Jordan Moore back of the end zone.
That's a touch.
Touchdown, Jordan Moore. Beautifully placed ball by Snyder. And it's 33-8 Loyola. And Jordan Moore, what a all-around effort from him in this first half. So correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, but we've seen an interception, a rushing touchdown, and now a receiving touchdown from Jordan Moore, all in about under 30 minutes of play here.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's just incredible what this kid's been doing today. And keep in mind, he's only a freshman, so... We may have 3 more years of this.
Speaking of freshmen, Luke Wason.
Short kick, but it's good. And Don's lead 34-8.
Yep, and we're going to take a short break from Connor Mamoni. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back to bring you the final 8 seconds. And welcome back. Hargaden Field. The score is Don's 34, Black Knights 8. An all-around stellar performance from Loyola so far. Wason will kick it off. It'll be a squib kick. Fielded at the 30-yard line. And a bobble here.
But he does end up recovering it with only 2 seconds remaining in the half. And a flag flies there.
Yeah, but a little scuffle here between Loyola and Avalon here. And if you're Loyola, you just got to avoid that. And if you're Avalon as well, you got to just play clean football. No need to get in any arguments outside of the play.
And that does, in fact, go against Loyola. And from what I can hear out of the huddle of Avalon, they're going to try and go for some sort of long play just to hope to squander some points in the final 2 seconds of the first half.
Yeah, and if that plays on Loyola or the penalty, that's going to give Avalon a throwing distance here to the end zone, depending on the arm strength of their quarterback. So it's going to give them a chance here.
Expect the defense for Loyola just to play pretty far back.
Yep, they have 3 deep safeties,
including Jordan Moore.
And they're going to rush 3 here, as they have been all game, Loyola. And they are not playing a guy within 8 yards of the ball other than those 3 pass rushers. Snap here from Avalon. It's bobbled. Boozer has a chance to pick it up. Boozer's down the field looking for the lateral.
Oh,
Almost a near disaster from Avalon. And Boozer was looking for the lateral. Nobody was there, and that will do it.
he wasn't looking for the lateral. He was looking for the score.
Yeah, you're probably right on that, about that one. And through 2 quarters, the score is 34-8 from Connor Mamoni. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back to bring you the second half. And welcome back. Started the second half here at Hargaden Field. I'm Donald Irwin alongside Connor Mamoni. And Connor, we saw a pretty one-sided first half here.
Yes, and if you're the Dons, you really just want to continue that. And if you're Avalon, you definitely want to score more points than 8 points and a half.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit more Jordan Moore here
Yes.
in the second half. The freshman, maybe want to get him more looks.
And we are now ready to begin the second half. It's another squib onside kick.
Yeah, that's somewhere in between that
Hybrid.
one. Yeah, I'm not sure what to call it.
Yeah, but during the halftime, all the kickers were out in the field, and I noticed that Luke Wason, the kid who just kicked off for Loyola, was nailing 40-45 yarders just with ease. So he's definitely looking good for Loyola.
Oh, absolutely. And it's going to be a five wide receiver set here, yep. Looking to throw here. It's going to be a slant. Good defense from McCoy. I mean,
almost picked off there. If Jordan Moore, again, if he hadn't lost his footing there, he most likely would have had that.
Yeah, and really good defense there from McCoy. He got beat on the inside, but he was able to recover and knock the ball out of his hands. If the ball would have been thrown a little bit lower into the chest of the wide receiver, it might have been a completion.
Another 5 wide set here. Looks like Avalon may have just completely abandoned the running game as number 4 gets leveled by Evan Boozer.
Yeah, it's that screen took a little bit too long there for Avalon, and Boozer was able to get out on the outside and make the tackle.
So another 3rd and long situation for Avalon.
Dropping back as the quarterback. He's going to throw it wide open here. And speeding up the field down the right sideline. Down to the 24-yard line. Avalon, pretty big play there from them. And that was just blown coverage from Loyola. Nobody even remotely close to that wide receiver on the right side.
Yeah, but Loyola's done definitely well enough here, so. I mean, the defense has really stepped up today.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Avalon's going to try to air it out as well here. Start the second half. Rolling out to his left.
He's still going to pass.
Yep. The pass was caught.
Was nearly picked off by Jordan Moore.
Yep,
there.
Jordan Moore did catch it. He was well out of bounds, though. That was quarterback there for Avalon was trying to force that ball and did not go too well. And even in a 4-man rush, Loyola's been able to apply pressure consistently.
Looks like they have a different quarterback in, too.
Yeah, this is their 3rd quarterback. And he'll throw it deep across the middle. Too high, intercepted
Jordan
Moore.
Moore.
Moore's going to try to return this one.
He might.
Oh, he has blockers.
By Boozer.
Moore might house this.
Still going.
And he's going to go.
100 yards on the return there. There is a flag, but I think that's going to be a horse collar on Avalon.
102 yards from Jordan Moore. And flag pending. This could be a touchdown here for the freshman. And we're still awaiting the call here. Loyola's offense. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I'm not sure. I know it's an illegal block in the back on the return team, so the offense will come out. Jeffrey Snyder is in the game, and Unfortunate, but still a great overall play from Jordan Moore. That play must have lasted 15 to 20 seconds.
So Jordan Moore has definitely had like the game of his life here today.
It's going to be a toss play to the outside. And nowhere to go. That is Josh Buck, another freshman for Loyola, on the carry. All right, so it'll be second and about 16-17 after the loss there on the toss. Snyder under center. He'll take the snap, and it'll be a handoff here to Josh Buck. And Buck, once again, nowhere to go.
Looks like another loss of 1 or 2 there, so third and long again for Loyola, but it's a big cushion. It's not that big of a deal anymore.
Right, you see how slow Loyola's playing right now on offense. Content just to wind this one down. Up over 3 scores here on Avalon. And it'll be a 2 wide receiver set on a third and about 18 here. Play action, Snyder looking to throw. He's going to fire it over the middle. Got Justin McCoy. And McCoy will pick up the first down, gain of about 20 yards. And one thing I really like to see here is that they're working Justin McCoy over the middle a little bit more. Up until this game, they were playing him on the outside, and he really can't take advantage of his speed on the outside when the corners are playing off of him. So working him in the middle has really been proved beneficial in this game.
And honestly, something that's incredible about it is that almost everybody here is going to have a height advantage on Justin. He's only 5'6".
And I think that's why it makes so much more sense to play him in the slot, take advantage of his speed, agility, and route running. That'll be second and about 6-7 here. Loyola driving really nicely here in Avalon territory.
There'll be another handoff for Taylor Randolph. And he only gets about 2 yards on that play.
And we've really seen Loyola mix up their touches here on the ground here. We've seen Adrian Russell get the ball, and we've also seen Taylor Randolph get the ball. Russell is in the game now. And another freshman. So it's really been the game of the freshmen here so far for Loyola. Pitch out to the outside to McCoy, and nowhere to go.
That will bring up fourth down.
Yep, fourth down from about the 28-yard line. And I'm not 100% sure why they're going for it.
And they are going for it.
From what you've seen,
for
Connor,
right
with
now.
Wason's leg, I think they'd give him a go, but it is too close to punt. As Snyder will roll out. He's looking to throw here.
He's going to keep it.
And somebody was hit pretty hard here. Snyder got rid of it, and McCoy was unable to make the grab. So that will be a turnover on downs here. The ball will go back to Avalon. So with the change of possession, Loyola's defense will come back out. Really been a brick wall so far in this game. So out comes Avalon's offense. Sorry, folks. We've got a bit of sun in our eyes here. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to see.
And Jordan Moore is the lone man in the backfield here for Loyola's defense. It's another screen pass.
Yep, they've been trying to run screens all game. Really good job by Loyola's interior defense to branch out and make those plays.
Yes, definitely very well done by Loyola here today. And Matt Bell is coming off right now for sophomore or junior Andy Jarris. So I believe this is his first action of the game.
And it's going to be a drop back, looking to throw. He's going to fire it deep. He's got a man.
Just overthrew him just a little bit there.
There was certainly a window there for the deep ball, just overthrown. I think he could have laid out for that and made the play. It would have been very difficult, however. But Loyola's got to be careful. That's the second time they've blown coverage deep in this half, and they've got to make sure that they have at least one deep safety to be able to make those plays on the ball.
But another 3rd and long play here for Avalon. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yep, 3rd and about 9 here. Looking to throw his Avalon's quarterback. Boozer pressure. Pass short, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And there's a flag down.
And that was Kevon Anderson there. That's definitely going to be a penalty on Loyola, and I am not surprised if we won't be seeing him for the remainder of this game.
Right. There has been a bit of a tension. You kind of saw that earlier with a little scuffle breaking out.
And Avalon's coach was right in the middle of the field, and they're obviously both pretty angry at the calls here.
And that's actually going to move the ball to a 1st down for Avalon.
And Kevon has been ejected, it appears.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's been ejected by an official yet. However, we do know that he is off the field. He is currently trying to cool off here. Four wide receiver set, 1 running back here for Avalon. And a design screen here out to the running back, overthrown, and there was going to be nowhere to go anyway. And they continually try to run screens, but Loyola's really been all over it.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 here.
And
like an official timeout.
Yep, they're certainly discussing something, not sure what. And it appears that both pairs of officials are talking here. Yeah, it does appear that Kevon Anderson is done for the day. The pads are off as Avalon takes the snap. Looking to throw. To be a short play out to the left. Good move there from Avalon. Getting to the 2nd level.
He's going to be very close for a 1st down, and there is another flag on the play.
And the ref stopping play yet again. There is a flag on the play.
A late flag again, too.
And stoppage of play, officials congregating. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here. And we are just over halfway into the 3rd quarter here. The game is well in hand for Loyola, a 26-point game.
Yes, and there's some quite rowdy, to put it, Avalon parents, as it appears here. And so the refs are still having a very long conference here.
Yep, and the spot appears to be sufficient for a first down here. The ref's still trying to get everything in order here.
There's a personal foul on Avalon this time.
And that'll back Avalon up 15 yards, and this has certainly been a roller coaster here about midway through the third quarter. And it looks like we're ready to get back to football here.
Yes.
Ball is spotted for Avalon. It'll be first down.
So they did get a first down, it appears, but with a personal foul on Avalon, that ball is still going back.
It will be a first down, but since the foul was after the play, that'll simply back up 15 yards and keep the down.
The refs are coming out yet again. This time looks like to discuss the spot of the ball.
And we're going to take a short break for the officials to sort this one out. From Connor Mamoni, I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. All right, a much shorter break than we anticipated. Ref sorted that one out. It looked a lot more serious than it appeared.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect throw down the left sideline. And Avalon will be moving the chains here. Perfectly placed ball. Beautiful catch.
And they're just running their no-huddle offense here. And obviously with first down, high school rules, the clock stops at 5 minutes and 44 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Avalon been consistently in a 5 wide receiver set for much of this second half. Man in motion, and it'll be a handoff. And that'll gain about 5 on the play. It'll be second down at around the 29-yard line of Loyola. Avalon moving quickly. Obviously down 4 scores. They need to. And it looks like it's going to be a throw here. Deep left. One-on-one coverage, short throw.
And that there is a flag there. Yeah. That looks like it might be pass interference on Loyola here on Jack Corus.
Yep. When you have such a height advantage like that on the outside, it's hard not to interfere. If he wouldn't have pulled back on his jersey, it could have easily been a touchdown.
Oh, there's another flag in the backfield. It's a hold on Avalon. But also pass interference on Loyola.
Yeah, so the penalties are going to offset.
Yes.
Yep. So let us replay the down. It'll be about 2nd and 6. And it'll be a 4 wide receiver set this time. High snap. Good blitz there. And great play just to get it away. That was Taylor Randolph applying the pressure.
And that was almost a pick from Philip Florenzo, one of the linemen.
That'll bring up 3rd and about 5 here for Avalon. 5:07 remaining. And we are losing daylight here. And it's going to be a bobbled snap here for the quarterback. He will fall on it. And he'll be down at the 42-yard line.
So that's a huge mistake there for Avalon, because that takes you pretty far out of striking distance for the 3rd down play.
So it appears that Avalon's offense will stay on the field. You got to watch the routes up the middle if you're Loyola. They only have 3 rushers, and Randolph on the blitz. And he's got a man.
Another deep pass. It's batted away by Jack Corus this time, so he redeems himself for the pass interference earlier.
Excellent play there by Corus.
Yes. And the Dons will take over.
There are 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in this one. Third quarter, rather. We still have an entire fourth to play. Dons lead at 34-8. And Jeff Snyder remaining in the game here. And it looks like they're just going to try to run this one. Long sustaining drives are what Loyola needs right now to put this one away.
They don't want to do anything too fancy here and risk a big play going the other way.
And it will be a handoff here, again of about 2 to 3 on the play. That is Adrian Russell, the freshman. And it certainly seems like that Russell and Taylor Randolph have really been a 50-50 split in the backfield today. Both with pretty moderate success. And it looks like it's going to be Russell who's going to be getting this drive to work. And it's going to be Russell yet again. And he'll pick up about another 2 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 for Loyola. And 3:38 and counting in the third quarter. Third and 5. Snyder under center, 2 wide receivers set. Third handoff in a row.
And that looks like a first down.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be close.
Big push there by the lineman.
It looks like it's going to be about a yard short here for Loyola. But they are going to stay on the field. And if they pick up this first down, if you consider every play has a play clock of about 40 seconds, that's about 2 minutes per every set of downs.
Snyder runs real quickly to the sideline to get the play call. But he will remain in the game.
I would not be surprised if they went to Adrian Russell yet again. And it's going to be a timeout, Loyola. And we're going to take a short break from Connor Mamoni. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. And welcome back here. 4th and 1. Randolph up the middle. Randolph makes a man miss. Upended at about the 41-yard line, and that'll be a healthy gain of about 10 and a first down for Loyola. And after the chains removed, it'll be 1st and 10 for Loyola at the 40-yard line.
And even with a win here, even though it really wouldn't mean much for the team from a playoff standpoint, it'll be a huge morale boost for the guys heading into Turkey Bowl in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
And that appears to be a false start from Loyola, so...
First and 15, Snyder, handoff here.
And that appears to go to Trey Oakley, a freshman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've freshman is our most used word so far today,
Yeah.
Connor.
Like the freshman or Jordan Moore.
Yeah, one of those two for sure. It'll be second and about 12 here for Loyola. 1:22 and counting remaining in the quarter. Man in motion. That'll be a handoff here. Nowhere to go is Trey Oakley. And that'll bring up third down, but I really think Loyola's just going to keep running that play, and up 4 possessions. I think they're content to.
Yeah. Like don't need to do anything. Don't need to try and break off any big gains here.
Right, you just want to get everybody out of this game healthy
Yes.
and ready for the Turkey Bowl, which will, of course, be played on Thanksgiving versus Calvert Hall.
Yes. We will not be broadcasting that.
Oh, no, that is not us. That is it's
WBAL.
Channel 13
Yeah.
in Baltimore, yep.
Or WJZ. One of the two.
Snyder will keep it
Okay,
himself.
keeper.
And that'll bring up fourth down at about the 33, but that is the last play Loyola needs to run here before hitting the end of the third quarter.
So they may bring out the field goal team here.
And, yep, they're content to wind this one down to the start of the fourth quarter. The score is Loyola 34, Avalon 8. From Connor Mamoni, I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back to bring you the fourth. And welcome back. Hargaden Field. It's a crisp November evening here.
And 4th and 4 to go for the Dons. And Jordan Moore appears to be back in the game. So I would expect to see him for the remainder of the fourth quarter here. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll be close to it, but
I think it's going to be a turnover on downs, unless I'm mistaken. No, did
It
Moore
is a
pick it
first
up?
down.
Yeah, I guess he did. He looks short from here, but the completion of the fourth down in about mid-range is exactly what Loyola needs to wind this clock down.
yep, just keep it running. That's a handoff to
That's Randolph.
Randolph again.
And Randolph, it's going to be, again, about 8 on the plate. It'll be second and short. And Jordan Moore is under center, replacing Jeff Snyder. And
Another handoff to Randolph.
yeah, and there is a penalty, but Randolph is cutting up field, and he will pick up about another 8 on the play.
He's about down to the 5, but
And there is a penalty on Loyola. What is All right, and after the penalty, it's going to back Loyola up. It'll be second and about 8 on the play. And 10:48 end taking remaining in this one, folks. Jordan Moore under center.
It's looks like it'll be another false start there on Loyola, so they'll back it up a little more.
Lynn in the right end moved at about the same time, but it looks like it is going to be a false start. It'll be about second and 12 here for Loyola. More under center. He'll keep it himself. He has blockers.
Somebody's helmet's off. That's Adam Will. And with that, he's going to have to leave the field for one play. So it is 3rd and 12 now. Or 3rd and 9, excuse me.
Yeah, and with about 10 minutes remaining in this game, light is fading quick at Hargaden Field. And I wouldn't be surprised if the referees implemented a running clock here.
And there's a flag.
Yep, another flag. And these penalties have made the pace in this game pretty slow.
Yes, and that one might have gone against Avalon's coach.
Well, it appears that the ref just picked it up.
Oh.
But I'm not 100% sure on that. It seems that they're signaling.
And play stopped yet again here.
So it appeared it was a discrepancy with the game clock. And Jordan Moore and the Dons offense will be good to go. He will roll out.
Moore looks like he might throw it here.
And the pass is intercepted by Avalon.
One of the few mistakes Moore's made today.
And the tackle made by Matt Bell. I thought that Jordan Moore had room to run there, but he tried to force the pass in, and the pass was intercepted and taken to about the 46-yard line. And out comes Avalon's offense.
Even with that, though, I don't see Avalon coming back and winning this game. They're down 4 possessions with 10 minutes left.
All right,
and with the possibility of a running clock due to just the amount of daylight outside, it's not likely.
And there's a screenplay. Well executed there, and that'll pick up about 3 on the play. And Avalon is getting to the line relatively quickly. With 10 minutes to score a pretty substantial amount of points to tie this game up. They're going to have to move quickly and get a few turnovers like the one they just forced. And a throw out to the right. Fantastic catch at the 25-yard line. Dragging his feet. That's number 4 for Avalon, and that will be a first down. And Avalon's really worked the edge of the field well in this game. Probably the only thing that has worked well for them is their mid-range to deep passing game.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't used that more, seeing how successful it's been. And great jump there by Randolph.
Yeah,
he's going to go down.
Randolph has applied a lot of pressure from the linebacker position.
He just gets the snap count there perfectly.
Five wide. This is not unusual. We've seen this for most of the second half for Avalon. Snap taken, 4-man rush. Quarterback going to scramble here.
He's got a lot of room. And that'll be a horse collar tackle. on Loyola.
Gigliotti brought him down, but the refs will call a horse collar tackle, and Coach Zayu does not appear to be happy.
Coach Zayu is very unhappy, as deservedly so, too. So the refs today have been pretty subpar for both sides of the ball today.
And it will be a horse collar tackle on Jack Gigliotti.
And
there was a penalty on Avalon.
I'm not sure what it was.
The penalties will offset, yeah.
I didn't see a second flag, but so it remains 2nd down and 17. Very fortunate for Loyola there.
High snap. Design screen blown up by Loyola, who's going to fire it deep down the right sideline through the hands of the Avalon wide receiver. Looked like he could have brought that one in there, but the pass will be incomplete.
And it's Jordan Moore breaking up the pass. So,
and it is getting pretty dark here at Hargaden. 8:26 remaining in the game. Dons do lead at 34-8. Here's a snap.
Randolph gets great pressure again.
Design quarterback draw here. And he will pick up about 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and long.
And got to go for it here if you're Avalon. Really, at this point, you're just playing for pride. This one's pretty much over.
Looks like it'll be a 5 wide receiver set as Loyola makes some substitutions on defense.
And in comes Philip Florenzo in place of Michael Lotz.
5 wide receiver set here.
And
high snap, it's over its head. He needs to pick this up.
He's going to try and, looks like, pass it again.
And there's a flag and fantastic pressure from senior Zachary Bollinger. The force to be reckoned with on that defensive line.
And Loyola's defense here is very pumped up about that.
And it appears the referee is signaling a personal foul on Avalon.
And Jeffrey Snyder appears to be coming back in for quarterback, so.
Right, I think at this point they don't want Jordan Moore running all over the field with this game wrapped up. They don't want to risk an injury. And Snyder's knows the offense very well. He's played quarterback nearly all season.
Yeah, he took the reins from Will Corrish from the past few years.
Two wide receivers set. I expect a handoff here. Loyola trying to get out of this one unscathed here. Up 26. Will be a handoff here. Randolph. And that'll be a gain of about 4 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 8 minutes even remaining in the game.
And Matt Bell coming back in, so. After all, it is senior day, so at least give him a chance to play.
Oh, absolutely. And this has been quite the senior day here for Loyola.
Yes, couldn't have asked to go any better.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny. The freshmen of such as Jordan Moore have really shined so far on senior day.
The freshmen have dominated today. Another give to Randolph there, and he is.
Yeah, that is really good power running there from Randolph.
He's picking up the rack yards by just barreling through people really today. So that brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Dons. With just under 7 minutes to go in the final quarter of this game.
Snyder under center here, man in motion. He'll take the snap. It'll be a handoff to Randolph. Randolph, nice run off the
Still
right
going.
guard. And that'll pick up the first down. And with that moving of the chains there from Loyola, they'll be able to run another 2 minutes at least off this clock. Snyder under center. Man in motion. Maybe a handoff again, Randolph. Randolph trying to bounce it outside. Great tackle, though, in the backfield for Avalon. That'll bring up 2nd down at about 14 for Loyola. The Loyola Dons content to take their time here. Up 34-8.
And Light is fading very quickly here. And that's a handoff out to Kyer Umoja.
Yeah, and that was a nice one-handed grab by Umoja. That ball could have easily gone in the backfield for a loose ball, but he was able to put his right hand on it and control it, and he pick up positive gain. And there is an Avalon player down, clutching that right ankle. And we're going to take a short break for the injury timeout from Connor Mamoni. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. Just wait a little. And welcome back to Hargaden Field. Avalon player was able to get up and walk off, which is a good sign. Hopefully he's okay. And that'll bring up 3rd and 12.
And Evan Boother comes back into the game as a tight end. Presumably a blocking tight end, but you never know.
And it'll be Randolph here, picking up a gain of about 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th and about 8 for Loyola, 4:50 remaining. And There is a whistle.
And a flag against Loyola.
And it's going to be a holding call here. And it appears that there is no penalty. Not sure what happened there. So Loyola will run presumably one more play, probably a run play, and then either bring on the defense or continue to milk out the clock. Snyder under center. He'll throw the ball here.
He takes it off.
Yeah, nowhere to go there.
Maybe picked up about a yard or so.
Yeah, and that'll turn it
If
over
that.
to Avalon. So 4:14 remaining in the game. Avalon playing for pride at this point, trying to get some more points on the board here. And we'll see if Loyola's defense, a stalwart force here in this one, can continue to play as well as they have.
Yes, this game has proved to be a very nice morale boost to an otherwise disappointing season for the Dons. But all that really matters is Turkey Bowl, so.
And a completion out there. There you see number 7 for Avalon. Once again, we apologize. We did not have rosters for Avalon in this game. But number 7 has really proven to be a nice big target for Avalon's quarterback. A 3-man rush. An absolutely beautifully thrown ball here at about the 42-yard line. Possibly thrown too hard as it is dropped by Avalon's receiver. And the refs are hurrying to set the ball, most likely due to the fading daylight here at Hargaden.
As you may or may not know, Hargaden Field does not have lights, so the refs really want this game to end basically as soon as possible. And that will be a flag on Loyola.
Yeah, these penalties have drawn this game out probably an extra 10 minutes, yeah, I'd say.
And a lot of them have been just careless penalties from both sides, really. And that will definitely give Avalon a first down here.
Yep, that'll move Avalon forward, rather, 15 yards. And with 3:32 left in the game, score is 34-8. Dons lead Avalon. 5 wide receiver set.
This
here.
is one of the first times all half that Avalon has actually made it onto Loyola's side of the field. And that's another penalty on Loyola. It'll be a pass interference. Penalties in this game have just been everywhere. I don't think we've gone 2 plays without a flag on somebody here.
Oh, yeah, it certainly has been filled with penalties. I'm not sure how the refs thought that ball was catchable, but the flag was thrown, and Avalon will be moved up the field. With 3:25 remaining here at Hargaden Field.
They're inside the red zone now for, I believe, only the second time all game. Or second or third. So credit Loyola defense with that one.
Looking to throw here to the end zone. That's going to be too high for the receiver. And that'll bring up second down here. And Avalon's trying to air it out here to get a touchdown, and the clock is stopping pretty frequently here. 3:18 remaining in the game. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 here for Avalon. It's going to be a 5 wide receiver set. Snap here, looking to throw. Going to fire to the back of the end zone.
Another overthrow
Not
there from
intended.
Avalon's quarterback.
Yeah, not intended really for anybody there. Closest jersey was Keegan Pross for Loyola. Third and 10 here.
Another high snap. That'll be another screen pass, and he'll be down well short of a first down, though. As we have gotten down under 3 minutes in the game here.
And I've enjoyed my final game of football here at Loyola Blakefield as a senior, and we're going to turn it over to a fellow senior, Alex MD, for the final call.
Thanks, Donald. This is definitely an emotional time as we wind down our careers here. In the last 2:25, Loyola still leads at 34-8. And Connor, what do you think? What do you think the key was to Loyola's victory today?
Definitely the defense and the extended pressure or extended protection from the offensive line. Those have been two of Loyola's biggest struggles this year, and they definitely showed much improvement today. And the real X factor in both of those was Jordan Moore's both ability to read routes and intercept balls and take and run very far with it when given it on offense. So
absolutely, and he showed up on the defensive end as well, as he had 2 interceptions.
Yes. And one of them almost going back for a touchdown.
And the Avalon offense just having trouble cracking the Don's defense all day. And
but they do have a first down here, so maybe they can get something going in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Snyder will take back over and look for them to just run out the clock.
And Snyder keeps the ball.
That'll bring up about 2nd and 6.
And they're just going to run as much clock as possible here.
And the Avalon sideline and crowd have fallen silent, as this will be a dominant victory for Loyola.
Another good keep there by Snyder.
As this is an important game, especially leading up to the Turkey Bowl.
Yes, like I've said numerous times, a big morale boost for the Dons, as they're desperately seeking a win in Turkey Bowl for the first time since 2013. And they're hoping to avoid losing 8 of 9. And that will do it.
And the game is being called due to darkness. Only about a minute and a half left anyway. So Loyola will take this one 34-8 in their final tune-up before the 97th annual Turkey Bowl. Alongside Connor Maimon, I'm Alex MD. And signing off for Donnie Irwin as well.